And join me in welcoming up on stage Mr. G. Senthil, the Chief Business Development Officer at KFin Technologies. Let's welcome him up with a big round of applause. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. I do urge you, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please do take your seats. We are now ready to commence with our product showcase of revamping wealth management practice through technology transformation. We have Mr. G. Senthil here. Thank you so very much, sir.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great pleasure for us to be in front of this august audience to launch our enterprise platform, Empower Wealth. So this platform is suitable for all kind of distribution community. It could be a retail distributor, it could be a large wealth management firm, it could be a single family office, multi-family office, all kind of distributors who are distributing wealth products can use this platform. So before getting into the product showcase, I'll just give you a glimpse of why and what made us launch this product. So this is just a statistics and overview of what you see. India has the 5th largest HNI population in the world. So which means every day there are 3 HNI are getting added on a day-to-day basis. And our per capita is growing at a rapid pace, and by 2033, we would have a double our per capita income. And today there are only 1,50,000 distributors across the country. And 76% of these, 50% of these distributors are from top locations. So today what is of paramount importance is a digital platform which is not prominent in India. So today, like, if you take mutual funds, today mutual funds are being serviced across 19,000 pin codes across the country. And there are other products also which are there, like alternate investment funds, PMS. For somebody to invest in a mutual fund, there are various mobility apps. Just by click of the button, you can invest. But is there a platform which can aggregate all the portfolios across mutual funds, alternates, PMS, bonds, equities? So there are not many. So that's the reason we just came up with this platform. And the way the number of investors are growing, about 4 years back, there were 4 crore demat accounts. Today, as we speak, we are in excess of 16 crore demat accounts, which means the last 4 years there has been a 4x growth. And in terms of mutual fund investors, 50% of the new investors have come in the last 4 years. So which means what the industry has seen over the last 30 years has happened in the last 4 years. So what is going to be the prime driver for growth is going to be technology and technology platform. And why at this stage? Because the maximum amount of wealth is across the globe is lying with Gen X and baby boomers. And this intergenerational shift of wealth is happening at a rapid pace. Today, most of this wealth is getting transferred to Gen Z. And Gen Zs are technologically savvy and they want everything at a click of the button. So whether it's a wealth management or as a family office, the platforms are quintessential at this stage. And today, if we talk about in India, I would try to relate 2 different things which are being misinterpreted or misconstrued. One is digital adoption, another one is digital maturity. If you talk about the digital maturity of this particular industry, we are 10 years behind where banking was, or insurance was, or what retail was doing. But when it comes to digital adoption, we are far ahead of most of these industries. Today, almost 85% plus transactions happen digitally. So how do you bridge the gap between this digital adoption and digital maturity is only having a holistic platform which bridges the gap between this adoption and the maturity. And lastly, 10 years back, we had only very few products like mutual funds, direct equities and bonds. Today, we have umpteen number of products like your exotic products, multi-currency products, structured notes. So how a normal platform can service that? So we came up with a platform which is multi-asset class, multi-geography and multi-currency. Today the major challenges which are being faced by the advisors is being listed. Most of even the largest of the private banks today, So they are working on legacy platforms. So there are disintegrated workflows, disparate systems, and nobody wants to sunset their existing platforms and move on to the new technology. This has to change because today, even in a large bank or a large distribution house, the data is sitting in multiple databases. So aggregation of this data is very, very critical for somebody to come with analytics and provide some sort of visual layer for the investors. Investors want everything at a single view. So how do we do this? How do we overcome this manual challenges of manual data and data in Excel sheets and spreadsheets? So hyper-personalization has been very, very critical, especially in this industry. So every distributor or anybody who is adapting to this wants to have a hyper-personalized platform or service layer. And data lake is becoming more and more common. So every data across an asset management or wealth management has to be pulled into a single data lake from which analytics can be built. So this platform works on multiple, have taken all those disadvantages into consideration, and we have built this. This is just a small investment paradox. Today there are like close to about 1500 plus mutual fund schemes in the country. Okay? And if you talk about the performance persistence of a mutual fund, it becomes very difficult for an investor or a distributor to choose which mutual fund is doing good. For example, if you see on the left side, the funds which were ranked number 1 over the 3-year period has become the worst performing fund. And the fund which was the worst performing fund has become the top performing fund. So how do you analyze this performance? It's not about analyzing the performance. If you see on the right side, we have done a quartile analysis of all the funds. Only 1/4 of the funds have been persistently in the top quartile for a 3-year period. And if this extends to a 5-year period, the persistence of performance drops to 1/4. So which means only 20% of the funds continue to do well over a 3-year period or a 5-year period. So as an advisor or an investor, how do you select these funds? So we have built in various tools and techniques, not only from a returns perspective, but more from a risk angle, and various other parameters have been kept in mind in terms of helping the distributors to analyze these products. So now I'll just give you a glimpse of the product overview. This particular platform is for all set of wealth managers. It could be wealth managers, national distributors, PMS providers, whether it's a discretionary PMS, non-discretionary PMS. So everybody can use this platform. So currently we have an Empower, which is a version of the platform which is used by large asset managers, insurance companies and pension funds. So now on the right side, these were the users which were the missing link. So we have tried to bridge the gap. So all these investment advisors, wealth managers, family offices will be able to leverage this platform going forward. And these are the wide spectrum of asset classes which have been covered. It covers right from the basic plain vanilla bonds to exotic instruments, whether it's a put call options or exotic derivatives, multi-currency swaps. So all kind of products can be aggregated using this platform. So this is a brief overview of the platform. These are the few modules which we have built as a part of the platform. One, we have a robust digital onboarding, which comes with an AML check, and this is not only from an Indian context. Globally, you can onboard any kind of investors with KYC, everything done on the fly. So then we have a robust compliance module which is currently lacking in the wealth management space. So when I say compliance, so it is for an investor, each investor would have different kind of limits. Suppose somebody is a promoter of a pharma company, he may not want to have more than 10% of his wealth beyond his company. So there are various rules which can be set as a part of the platform. So whenever there is a breach in terms of limits, whether it's an active breach or passive breach, the platform throws alerts to the relationship manager as well as the customer, so that these limits are being breached. It's not only hard limits, we can also set hard limits, hard and soft limits. So this compliance engine is not only in terms of stock and sector selection, it can be across, it can be product, it can be asset allocation. So all these things can be set as a part of the compliance module. So then we have a trade order management. So currently we have enabled mutual funds integrated with BSE and other platforms. And soon we will be integrating others also, directly buying bonds and other fixed income securities and equities through this platform. And the next module is the advanced analytics. So here, this is very, very unique to what we have developed. Today, there are like so many wealth management platforms. The analytics is one area which is still not gone or not caught up to the global standards. So we have created 4 layers of analytics. One is descriptive analytics, which talks about the past performance and analysis based on the historic trends, and the diagnostic analytics, which talks about the current portfolio health of the investor and where he currently stands. And third is like using structured and unstructured data. So we are also doing a predictive analytics in terms of which schemes would be the right schemes and which are the asset allocation which he should target. And if he is deviating from the model portfolio, how much of the deviation is allowed. All these things can be done using predictive analytics. And the interesting aspect is we are also having a prescriptive analytics. This helps the wealth managers to help him prescribe what kind of products should be shown or sold to an investor at what point in time. So these advanced analytics is a very unique feature, and apart from that we have various dashboards and portals. We have very different portals, one for the back office of the wealth managers. So then we have a front-end module especially for advisors and a front-end module for the customers. And these are the integrations which we have done. So both domestic as well as global funds can be bought or sold. Not only funds, even other instruments like equities and bonds. Okay, this is a detailed overview of the various modules. So this is the, on the left hand side you can see the client portal and advisor portal, and center you can see the entire modules including back office, trade order management. And what we have also done is we have built in a great IPS, which is a parameterized. See, today, none of them do a IPS or risk profiling for most of the customers. So what we have done is we have built a proper IPS engine. So each customer you can create your own IPS and it can be tracked. And this is the market analytics which I spoke about. And these are all digital onboarding. So without taking much time, I think, how much time is left? Yeah. So we will just give you a quick overview of the platform, and these are the reports and analytics dashboards which we have built. So we will just give you a walkthrough of the platform by a small video. Can somebody play the video?
The financial ecosystem is undergoing significant digital transformation. For 3 decades, Fintech has been at the forefront, pushing past boundaries and reshaping markets, providing modern SaaS-based solutions to over 500 asset and wealth managers worldwide. In this new era, the wealth and asset management industry is also booming. But growth brings complexities, and the need for a new-gen integrated platform to take care of reporting, manual processes, regulations, and serving HNIs. Presenting Fintech's Empower Wealth, a fully automated 360 degrees wealth management platform with hyper-personalization and hyper-scaling capabilities built for global banks, retail and private banks, single and multi-family offices, investment advisors, wealth and portfolio managers, and external asset managers. Empower Wealth is your gateway to the future of wealth management. Key features include integrated omnichannel platform supporting multi-asset classes and currencies, digital onboarding with AML and KYC checks, configurable IPS and risk profiling, compliance and limit monitoring, model portfolio tracking and rebalancing, advanced reports, analytics, and customizable proposal builder, persona-based investor portal and advisor workstation, and portfolio simulation and optimization. Empower Wealth seamlessly connects with third-party interfaces like stock exchanges, data feed providers, execution platforms, custodians, banks, registrars, and more. The platform is database agnostic with API-led microservice architecture, ready for on-premise and cloud implementation. Deliver high-touch and high-tech experience to investors. Automate, innovate, and lead with Empower Wealth. The future is Empower Wealth, and it's powered by Fintech.
So with one last concluding remark, we will close this. So today, with this platform, everybody can be or will be able to manage HNA attrition risk, which is the major risk which is posed by wealth managers today. And more than managing financial alpha, managing digital alpha has become very, very critical. So with this platform, you'll be able to manage your client's digital alpha. Thank you.